Welcome Reds fan. Tottenham make Jed Spence transfer decision as Nottingham Forest response given. Tottenham Hotspur are open to letting former Forest loanee Jed Spence leave on loan in the final week of the January transfer window, prompting talk of a possible move back to the City ground. If you're a faithful fan of the Reds and don't want to miss any information, subscribe to the channel right now. I'm following all this news and I'll update you on everything that will happen firsthand. The wingback was a standout player for the Reds last season as they rose from the bottom of the Championship to earn a place back in the Premier League, via the playoffs. Spence spent the season on loan with the club from fellow Championship side Middlesbrough. His performances for Forest caught the eye, and while the Reds would have been keen to make his move permanent, the defender eventually completed a summer move to Tottenham. It however has not gone as the player would have hoped. He has played a total of just 5 minutes of Premier League football this season, coming on as a late substitute in 4 games. He has been left out of the matchday squad entirely for the last 3 league matches. 90 Minutes now report that Spurs are willing to let the player go out on loan in January in order for him to get more game time. It is not said if any clubs are showing an interest in the former Forest loanee. But the reports over the Tottenham man's future, as well as his lack of game time, has prompted a response from Forest fans on social media. Here's what just some had to say about a possible revival of interest from the Reds. Forest forever. Spence was amazing for NFFC last season. He knew we wanted him. He knew he was wanted and loved by the fan base, but he made it 100% clear he only wanted Spurs, and I don't hold that against him. He didn't want Forest 6 months ago, so I don't want him now. Thanks for the memories. Mark NFFC. This might be controversial, but Jed didn't want to come to Forest. He wanted Spurs. So leave him at Spurs. Why would you want a player who didn't want to come? Southwest Reds, here's some news for you. Jed didn't want to join Forest. He wanted to go to Spurs. He wouldn't get in our side. That's it. NFFC. Gee lad, maybe in the minority here and it's an ex-player etc., but I'd gladly have Spence back. Think he'd more than hold his own in Prem. Felt Johnson stepped up a level with having him behind him last season and would do so again. Nothing against Aurea or Williams either. NFFC. Scott Harding. Spence will go out on loan this month, probably a last-minute deal, but he won't come back to us. Like many said, he made his choice of Spurs and we had to move on, which we have, so wherever he ends up, good luck to him. NFFC. Matthew Ferrugia. Jed Spence would have flourished in the Premier League under Steve Cooper. Another year under SC's tutelage would have made him wonders, and I feel for such a player who's let to rot on the Spurs bench for an entire season. I feel for him. NFFC. And so, Foresters fan, would you take Spence back at Forest in January? Or not? Write your opinion in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Soon, I'll bring you more curiosities and first-hand news. Thanks.